Good day, everybody. This is the Ecclesiarch here, back with some more Warpforge, and today we're going to be playing some Sisters of Battle, and using none other than Junith herself, because with the recent changes, she has the potential to be quite a bit of a menace. Now, how do we build a Junith, and how much does she differ from other Sisters Warlords? Well, I would say she differs quite a bit from Morvenval, because this one is more focused on a swarm mechanic, so she does use stuff like Conviction of Faith as well as Beacon of Faith in order to have AoE buffs for whatever she manages to take over the board. Now, why do I choose to have only one Beacon of Faith? I think most people might choose to run two, but the reason why I want only one is that this is a dead card in your hand unless you have a board. Conviction of Faith is not a dead card in your hand, because even if you don't have a board, you can just use this to protect your warlord. You heal, you gain 2 armor, so that the enemy cannot burst you down. Sometimes like that, one turn can actually mean the world. So yes, that's exactly why I choose to have 2 of these and 1 of this, but both of them are very good overall because they do give you that ability to buff your swarm. And speaking of swarm, we're of course going to be running some Crusaders here. Just like on Eruita, Crusaders are good because they're very cheap, they help you swarm. They're pretty good once you manage to get to 3 faith, which is not that difficult with Junith. And speaking of faith, we are going to be having double prayer and of course double relics of Saint Catherine. I would say these are the 2 cards you're mostly mulliganing for, because the sooner this warlord gets to 4 faith, the sooner it becomes ridiculous, because now you can summon 2 battle sisters with 4 faith and they're buffed even because they can heal now. So pretty damn good. Amalia Novena obviously is there to help you with that faith payoff. We are gonna have double miraculous feat because once again, with Junith, it's much easier to get faith, and usually you are going to be sitting at 5, because if you don't manage to really get 4 or 5 faith with Junith, you're just, you could say you're automatically losing, and this can really give you that little bit of breath that you really need. Sometimes you might want to drop 1, so that you don't start with 2 in your hand, which can be abysmal, but make sure you at least have 1 of these. Well, Rite of Restoration obviously needs to be there. Perfect legendary card that helps you resurrect some very important stuff and even trigger their faith. 1 Simulacrum Bearer. I really like this as a 3-drop. It's just that I don't like 2 because in the late game it's not that good. On Junith it's still okay because once again buffs your swarm. So if you want, you could actually replace 1 Miraculous Feat with a Simulacrum Bearer and totally gonna be fine. Cleansing Flames and Hallowed Martyrs are an obvious choice because the Hallowed Martyrs is a very good legendary that really helps you control the board. Get this on curve and you're like really smashing. And you got the Cleansing Flames, which is one of the best 4 energy cards in the game, so go figure. Can deal with Gene Stealers and a lot of other stealth units, so super good. I choose to have 1 Retributor. I think 2 is a bit of an overkill, usually because if you are in a pickle situation where you don't have any faith, if that can happen, this is a very understated and weak drop, so like something like the Seraphim is way better. That's why we have 2 Seraphim and 1 Retributor. Estrid Turga, it's very good on its own and even better with the Swarm because she's got AoE health buff. Divine Intervention is our hard removal, Will of Gork basically. 1 copy of Dominion Superior, you can go for 2 once again if you wish. I just don't have the place to play 2 of these. Very easy early payoff with Faith. Double Celestian, and these Celestian Sacrosancts are really good because they act as a front line to protect you and protect your swarms, because whenever you have like 8 energy and 4 faith, like playing this and her ability really gives a big cock block to your enemy, so it's really good. 1 copy of Zephyrim. 1 copy of Zephyrim is usually pretty good because it's a panic removal. I just really don't like 2 because I don't want to overload my high cost cards too much because I already have a couple. No Saint Celestine or no Mortifier on this one. On this one we're using Celestian Superior because of that ability to deploy Celestians, so it helps our swarm gameplay. So this is usually the one that you want to be playing on Junith, while you want to be playing Mortifiers on Morvenval. There's also Saint Celestine obviously, but the more the time passes, the less I like Saint Celestine, so there's that. Triumph of Saint Catherine, really, really good. Was already a pretty good legendary for late game because it grants armor. It can grant armor to a lot of your units because the stuff that you summon with Junith, you can actually make them pray. The interesting thing is if you have this girl right here and you drop the Triumph, it gains 1 armor and even plus 1 more armor from the Triumph, which is really good. And her new prey ability is vastly better than the old one. It's basically a win condition, so super good. And Exorcist, still pretty good. Not running 2 because too heavy, but if you get to this point of the game, you probably have already played double relics and you can just blow the enemy up, and if they remove it, then resurrect it with right and you blow them up again because this thing triggers when you use the right as well. So Faith triggers after you return something with the right because they are considered as deployed. Anyway, we're gonna go play now, and yeah, Ultramarines are gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm gonna tell you this, guys, in advance. Obviously, Ultramarines are the kings right now, and it's very difficult to even try and deal with them. Especially with Sisters, it's pretty difficult because it's hard to actually make a board against them because they have tons of flanker units and they've gained even more with the new expansion, with the reinforcements. The Scout Bike works really well against Junith, and then there's the damn Predator tank, right? So they just have a lot of things that really shut Junith down, but nevertheless, we're going to be playing her and we're going to see how well we can perform if we ever manage to find an opponent, that is. Overall, I think she can manage to beat the Marines, but it is unlikely. It is quite unlikely. Okay, it's a Sister's Mirror, so we're gonna ditch Exorcist, ditch Superior, ditch Conviction. You're mostly mulliganing for Faith cards, like Prayer, for example. So definitely we need that. Let's get the Raging Storm, because that's gonna increase our chances of actually drawing what we need. Yeah, Beacon is okay, I guess. So for starters, we drop this and we just heal up. Obviously it doesn't heal us, but it activates the Prayer, which is really good. Now, if he chooses to... Oh, okay. This is very interesting. This is not something that I expected my opponent would do. Very interesting indeed. Now the real question is, who needs that faith more, me or my opponent? I'm willing to wager my ability is scarier than hers. I could try and shut her down now, but I think I just think that's okay. Okay, now then. We summon another one. We heal up. We do this. And we're also going to use Prayer on this. That's gonna give us 2. So more she has to use her ability, the more we spread with our Battle Sisters and more Prayer he has to deal with. So it becomes, oh, nice. That's a very scary thing right there, obviously. So it completely shuts down my board for now, but ooh, there it is. There it is, boys, there it is. However, do I want to do that right now is the question. I think I do want to do this now. I think I do want to do this. Because in any case, the sooner we activate this, the sooner our ability becomes ridiculous. What is this? A Magifier? What the hell plays a Magifier? Oh, would you look at that? We got another Saint relic. In that case, I'm willing to do something like this, actually. Let's summon 2 of these bad boys. Or bad girls, more like, I guess. What is this even? What does this do? Give flank to another friendly troop. This is so bad, though. I mean, Sure, if it survives, it's good, but does it get to survive is the question. Probably not often, right? So, with us summoning these every single turn, it's gonna be a bit of a pain for our opponent to deal with it. He's gonna use the Fury, obviously. Boom. Boom. It's gonna drop that. It's gonna take some damage. It's gonna heal up. Now what I'm thinking is, of course, I'm gonna summon this. But now we do this. And that's a scary board right there. Might have been a little bit cheesy blowing this on that, because this is our late game hard removal basically, but I'll go figure. We needed to bring back that tempo, so I'm totally fine with whatever. Okay. Once again, totally fine. It's gonna be shooting Fury of the Righteous. That's gonna help him remove it. Sure. Gonna have to bash in there. Alright. Now then. I'm gonna do it like this. And we're gonna heal up Amalia here. So this should be another problem for her now. Obviously she's at 4 faith. Usually the 4 faith is a scary spot, because that means that at 9 energy they can play relics into divine intervention, but I guess it's kind of okay. That would mean that they would have an empty board, so okay, takes that out. It's gonna let me go to 8 faith or not? Yes. He will let me do that. Okay. And heals herself. Okay. That's fair enough. You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm actually going to do this. It's gonna draw me 3 cards. Oh, that's good. That is actually really good. Let me show you why it's so good. Gonna smash it right here. Do this. Shut down her prayer. And we're gonna do this. Okay. So once again, we got a very, very scary board. And the Celestian Superior is here, which means if she manages to clear it with Divine Intervention, next turn I effectively deploy 4 units with the Superior plus my ability. There's also the Crusader there. Yeah, it's not looking too good for him. I have to admit that's kind of cool, what he did right now. That's actually a cool way to clear the board. Real question, however, does the Sacrosanct die?
I have seen worse.
Okay, nothing too serious there. I think I'm gonna do this, into this, into this. Just make this durable again. This way it's out of her ability reach, so she also has to attack it. I'm really trying to get that divine intervention out of her, because sooner I make her wasted, the better. I also have a fat exorcist coming, so that's also a big deal. Got another one of these in my deck, so it's gonna be pretty good. Don't forget, guys, that the relics now give you... Why not attack that one, though? Oh, because he wants the Zephyrim to survive. I see, I see. Okay. Forgot what I was saying. Okay. Now that I have that, I can absolutely use this. The Requiem to her annihilation. And this time we go face. We don't pray with this, because now he has to use Divine Intervention, and then I have a big surprise, which is gonna be lethal. So I don't think there's anything saving her right now. There's also Cleansing Flames in there, so yeah, I don't see how she can survive. She has to play a lot of healing plus hard removal. Oh wait, she doesn't even have the faith to do the Divine Intervention. Yeah, there we go. Oh, well, GG. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to do a Rite of Restoration cheese there, but you know what? I don't mind one bit. That would be 20 something points. That's good. That is very good. Let's move on. Uriel Ventris. Now, Uriel Ventris is not good. That's probably our biggest counter. Possibly. Because A, he's an Ultramarine, and B, he has an AoE damage, so we're gonna have a hard time here.
With holy fire you shall be cleansed.
We're gonna have a hard time here for sure, but on the flip side, we are always forcing him to use his ability, which is really good. That means he's not playing any units. So this is not something that's a hopeless matchup. Because every time he's using Master of the Fleet, he's not playing anything. Well, of course, there's the fact that Ultramarines get a ton of energy cheat, but beside that. Oh, hello to Martyrs, huh? I think we're gonna play that on curve, 100%. Right now, he's probably gonna play Master of the Fleet again, so that's what I expect. And Astrid Thurga might be a problem. For him, that is. Not for me. Alright, so Hallowed Martyrs. What are you doing? Yeah, I think Hallowed Martyrs arrived in perfect time here. Gonna play the Martyrs. Gonna make sure that thing goes. There we go. Plus, since he's the aggro one and I'm using the Thunderstorm, I think Thunderstorm is actually a very good offense card against the Ultramarines, because unlike the bullshit... whatchamacallit, unlike the bullshit orbital bombardment, this is actually very useful because they tend to play very aggressive, and since they play aggressive, it becomes quite a bit easier for you to actually get that extra energy, which really helps. Because, for example, now I have Triumph of Saint Catherine in my hand, and getting the armor a turn earlier could be really good. Okay, so he can take this out. It's gonna take some damage, obviously. That's exactly what I was saying about them having a lot of flankers. It's a bit of a problem for us. Now, this is really bad. Like, this is genuinely bad. Because what's going on here is that I have double Miraculous Feat, and that's against an Ultramarine, and he's not gonna let me get to 5 faith easily. So I'm essentially wasting 2 card slots here. If I do manage to get there, though, this is perfect then against the Ultramarines, because... Are you kidding me? Seriously? Lieutenant Calcius? Like... Bro. Go on, refill and do it again. Do it twice. Yeah, go on. Go on, do it again, do it again. Do it again. Make sure it takes like a gazillion damage on top. Are you gonna get a skull of that? Okay, bro. What next? Okay. Oh my god. Hey, I get an extra energy point here, so that's gonna put me at 8 energy. That is a big deal, actually. So... this is what I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna heal myself, but I'm gonna use this to just trade for free against Calcius. Next turn, we are gonna have Triumph. His refills are gone, which is really good. Jesus, he really went ham on us there. That was pretty crazy. Well... what do you have for 5 energy, bro? Okay. Takes out the Battle Sister instead of... what? Oh. Oh, oh, oh. That's a big mistake, my friend. That's a big mistake. That might cost you the game, actually. Unless you're lucky enough to have a second one. Yeah. GG. That was a very bad decision. Like using your hard removal on a Simulacrum Bearer when you know that on 9 there's gonna be a Triumph, potentially. That's not a good idea. Okay, we won. I guess the very hard matchup on that guys, don't forget. We won with 0 faith. Now we're against Junith, and here's the problem that I see here already. Hallowed Martyrs is not good. That's the problem. But I need to get it. Oh, thank you very much. That's perfect. I need to get it because I'm going second, and when I'm going second, that kind of ruins everything when you're playing a Junith mirror, because she goes first, and whoever goes first with Junith is kind of winning the game, basically, I guess. So, best we got is this. I'm gonna stop her from praying. Simulacrum Bearer, huh? This is interesting, actually. You know what I'm actually thinking here? I'm gonna try and have her shut down for a little bit. Not gonna let her get too much faith. Might or might not be a correct move. Oh, Seraphim. Okay, this is actually the moment when we don't play the relics, we actually play the Hallowed Martyrs. For an easy reason. Because that's gonna help us manage the Horde a little bit. That he's undoubtedly going to be playing. This match is all about tempo, like who's gonna be the one to... what the fuck? They're playing some weird stuff. What is this even? Yikes. So this does 4 damage. Okay, well, I mean... not much I can do there. I have to attack it. Not much I can do about that. Oh, are you kidding me, man? Seriously? Not cool. Oh, for fuck's sake. That is not good at all. I'm not gonna lie, that is like not good at all. Well, we're kind of fucked here. But, nevertheless, we shall try our best. Ah, not too good. Yeah, at least they took some damage here. Then there's the Preacher. He buffs himself. Buffs herself again. So, what do we do here? Is the question. I guess we can do this. So swarm a little bit. He himself does get the faith, so now he can start spamming as well. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the song and dance goes, boys. For now, it's not going too well. Still don't know about this unit. Let's see what he actually does here. We're at 5, meaning our invulnerabilities are gonna be working, which can be a what? That's a weird Junith variation he's running there. Okay. It goes face. Oh, I see where that... I see the idea behind that. It's pretty nasty. That is pretty nasty. It's a Crusader out, okay. Crusader can be taken out pretty easily here. No problem. And the real question... Yeah, we can clear. We can actually clear this, which is pretty funny, to be honest. Then we can do this. And we can drop the front line. Okay. Now he already has 4 attack. So that Simulacrum Bearer really did work there. But nevertheless, we got some good stuff going. Celestian, lead the righteous, and heal up. Okay. And the prayer. I see what you're up to. I see what you're up to. I see what's up, my friend.
My soul is
I'm gonna do it like this. We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray again. And we're gonna heal. Okay. Now he needs that divine intervention. If he doesn't have it. So he needs to have 2 cards. Saint Catherine's Relics as well as divine intervention. Only one is not enough. Well, that scraps the idea of that happening. Okay. Ah, Beacon of Faith. That's pretty cool. Shouldn't he have done that earlier so that would do more damage? So we are at 7, are we? You know what I'm thinking here? Let's do this. We take this out. We take this out. We take this out. We take that shield off. We take the shield off again. Not the shield off, but stop the prayer. And we heal up and get a shield on top. So the only real problem I see right now is that the Warlord is a 5/5. Essentially has a Draconian on it. But fortunately for me, there's only one Divine Intervention per deck, so we're kind of okay. Ooh, that's a scary one. Do I have lethal here? I think I do have lethal, right? If I use Divine Intervention, we have... okay, this is 8 damage, this is 11 damage, 14 damage, another 14 damage. Yeah, he's done. So we use this. Yeah, I believe that should be lethal. Hey, and we won going second as well. That's actually a pretty big deal. It's not easy playing second in a mirror match as Junith. It's actually pretty difficult because your opponent gains the upper hand very quickly, so it becomes a bit of a shitfest. So how many games did we play? We played a Junith, we played an Eruita, we played a Ventris. Let me actually check. How many did we play? Eruita, Uriel... Oh, this was my previous game against Stormlord, but unfortunately that's not in this video. It was a pretty good game, by the way. Stormlord is, as always, difficult, but I think he's the easiest for Junith out of all the Sisters Warlords, because Imhotep struggles against Swarm decks, funny enough, because like every single time they nerf the Curse of the Pharaon, the Necrons become like worse and worse against Swarms, so... Aha, so finally there's Marneus Calgar, and am I happy about it? Not one bit. And this is a good hand and I have to keep it. Oh, this is an even better hand. I'm not one bit happy that I have to fight Calgar here. He's an annoying as hell warlord. Probably he's gonna be playing the vehicle deck. At least it's not a Varro, so I'm happy about that. And of course he goes face, because why the hell not? He should be going face, by the way. He's doing the correct thing. No criticism there. It's annoying though. Okay, we heal up a little bit. We start off the prayer, and we kind of give him something to think about via the Battle Sister, but he could have Reaver, he could have... Why the hell? Then again, why not? Is it really worth wasting an Outrider there? I don't know. And honestly speaking, don't care. It is what it is. So either I have to play the Martyrs next, or I have to play the Relics. We'll see what goes next. We'll see. It really depends on what he does. Oh, Antaro Kronos. Maybe it's neither, actually. Maybe it's neither. Nah. He's gonna get the Martyrs on. Let's at least play that. So, since he's playing Kronos, that definitely means he's playing Predator tanks. And that is gonna be one hell of a nasty thing to deal with. Okay, attacks. He's smart that he attacks first and then does whatever. Oh, what? Jesus Christ, people, who the... Oh, never mind. Why are people playing this bullshit? Like, this card is like so bad. For real. The Warsuit, it's like trash. Like, look, the stats are absolutely trashy. It looks ridiculous. And the ability is trash because if you kill it, it doesn't shoot. If it was able to still shoot while dying, just like Penitence and other stuff work, or just like the Iron Circle, Iron Havoc Squad worked in HHL, it would be an alright unit for sure. But as it is now, nah, nothing too good there. So you need to take out Estrid Turga, that's like 100% there. There's no way around that. You need to do that. Inspired Retribution on Estrid Turga? Really? Really, brother? Like, really? Seriously, bro. You know what the funny thing about this is? I'm gonna clear now. Now watch his ability play against him. So that's gonna make me clear the board. That's good. So now we do this, and we drop these bad boys. But we're at 16 HP, so it's not looking too good. But we have a very strong Amalia Novena turn. Like, relics into that is hellishly strong. Okay. That's good. Didn't go face. Appreciate it. Ah. So that's the game, eh? You know what? I don't mind. That should have to go, so, you know. And let's put it on the Warlord as well. Now, despite us having a really good board control, a Predator together with some energy cheats could just swing this game around like no tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see if there's anything we can do. Inceptor. Fair enough. This is actually looking not too bad. Do this and play the superior.
I am the light to your darkness.
I am indeed the light to your darkness. This is like really good. Ever since they gave it the faith ability, really good on Junith. I'm not sure if it's still the best on Eruita as well, but definitely not on Morven Val. Morven, oh, you just didn't. You friggin' didn't, bro. You friggin' didn't. You know what? Take this. I'm gonna shield up. Then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do this. Deal with this. Not even your tank can save you now. You're not dealing with this board. And one of your inspired retributions are already gone. Because you decided to waste it on Estrid Turga. Which I think was a big waste, once again. Oh, I see. So he plays the big boy card, huh? And refreshes as well. Ay. So this is a 7, this is a 3, and another 3. So I'll have to sacrifice everything if I want to do it. And you know what? Frankly, I don't mind. I am gonna do it. Yeah, I don't mind. Actually don't mind. Got another one of these. So suddenly our HP is getting quite close, which is good. Now, as soon as I get my Exorcist, that's gonna hurt as hell. Ooh. That's a scary card, Dreadnought. Not scary enough, though, I'd like to say. Not scary enough. This is gonna bash into his face. You know what? let's make it funny. Let's make it funny. I wanted to use that on the Exorcist, but I'm not sure if we're gonna get a better chance than this. I think it's time for Calgar to hit this resign button. Sergeant, yeah. No. Okay, that is 4. That is 4. That is impressive. Let's play one final game. Don't give me another Ultramarine, please. Oh boy. I'll be honest, I'm not too excited about fighting that guy either. Because he can clear pretty easily. Oh, special interaction. Nice. Oh, really? Right away? That's not cool. Oh well, what can you do? Is what it is. It is what it is.
Surround them. Strangle them like the serpent.
By the way, this guy is playing very smart. Okay, never mind. I mean, no, joking, he's still playing pretty smart, but I think he should not have sacrificed that one. I think he would have had more bird control then. But don't forget, guys, the Eldar have a lot of burst. They can, if he also plays his shuriken thingy, we're gonna be in big trouble. They also get a ton of flanking. So yeah, it ain't looking too good for us. Not gonna lie. It's not looking too good. They're not as hard as to fight as the Ultramarines, but they're still pretty obnoxious to fight because of the high amount of flankers that they had. He's already dropping his third flanker, and they have a lot of burst. Like, by a lot of burst, I mean a lot of burst. Like, you can expect them to take you down from 14 HP like nothing. Please don't play anything. Okay, thank you. Thank you, good sir. So I got my relics, that is good. Now I need to survive a little bit. And then the show begins. He's locking us out from the prayer completely. Ah, Dance of Death, right? Okay. Yeah, that is pretty scary. Now the whole Dance of Death is a problem. Because every time he goes face, that's 5 damage potentially if he uses his ability. And yeah, that's not good. It's not good at all. So I'm gonna have to get a little bit lucky here, as well as he has to get a little bit unlucky. Because if he has a Wailing Doom, all he really... Okay, wow. That was a scary move. And I can't do the friggin... I can't do the beacon. It's not working like that right now. If I play this, he just plays the Crimson Hunter. Yeah, that's not good. I'm actually still gonna do the beacon, just to heal up a little bit. Just make units more durable. Try to stick things on the board. Plus, it has 5 health, so maybe as a psychological thing, he'll want to use his ability and take one of them out, because it's exactly the 5 health. That might tempt him into doing that, which is good. Oh, goddamn. Well, that ain't good. Let's try this. Okay, next turn we get the Triumph, which is great. It really, however, depends on how strong his turn is gonna be right now. If it makes a very strong turn, we might get screwed. Adu Fireheart is not that important. Windrider is Cancer. Fuck. You know what? Not too bad, though. Not too bad. Could have been worse.
Is consecrated to this relic.
Shield is actually really good there, because it's gonna drop the larger portion of his damage, which is really good. Which is the Shuriken damage. I might even go to resurrect this. Wait. I'm still going face, huh? Okay, look at this. He has to go. Like 100% has to go. Then I play this. Do this. Do this. Do this. And do this. Okay. Reclaim the stars as Iliac Zephyrblade. Honestly speaking, whatever works for you, man, but I honestly think that is not a good investment. In terms of consistency, it is not a good investment. Because this guy has the hardest time out of all of the Eldar characters in gaining Spirit Stones. That's why I think that maybe it's not the best thing to do. Well, we'll see. Okay, there's 2 cards he already played with -5 cost. Maybe he wants to keep the other cards? Okay, fair. Now, do you want to take out Astrid Thurga? Man, it's...
The shadows are always vigilant.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty greedy. But it's actually working quite well currently.
Death will be a mercy for the faithless ones.
Shit. He actually did it really well. He didn't let me get to 8 faith. He's playing it quite correctly. Because 8 faith means exorcist. One, two, three, four, five, 6. And his ability, so he's got 6 cards. He played 3 cards on... okay. Probably drew a... big bull. What?
Surround them. Strangle them like the serpent.
Am I seriously gonna lose to an Avatar of Cain? Is the world that cruel? Is the world that cruel that we are going to lose to a friggin' Avatar of Cain? That's a good question. 3, 3, 1. Yeah. Okay, wait.
The light to your darkness.
Let's use the one with lower HP. Let's melee attack it. I think we're actually gonna lose this one. There's no way he can't take out a 1-4 and then not have... Okay, yeah, there you go. He wins, he wins. God damn it. And Bladestorm as well, okay. I mean, honestly speaking, I did not expect to lose to an Eliak with Reclaim the Stars, but you know what? Whatever works, man. If you can get it to work, you can get it to work. Let's play one more game. If you can get it to work, it is what it is then. Usually I just think that it's not consistent enough to play like that on Iliac because the chances of you actually getting some Spirit Stones are super low. Oh, we got an Abaddon. Nice. That's gonna be interesting. Not a bad hand. Not perfect, but not bad. Still a close match with Iliac. I think I blundered when I didn't play Relics when I could, because that would set up the Exorcist. I think that was my main mistake in that game. So we drop this, we heal, and we do this. Only need to have 2 faith to use Retributor successfully. And that's what we need to aim for currently. Too bad that we are going second, but, you know, we can live with that, I guess. Okay, I smell a Spondum. He actually drew 2 spells. So that means the chances of him having a Spondum is high, but I don't really care if he spondoms this, to be honest. It's not a big deal. Warp Talon, huh? Okay. Well, this is interesting. This is interesting indeed. We're already at 8 faith. This is weird. Harbinger. So
Hellfire will rain from the skies.
all right. I still don't understand the Harbinger interaction, man. Sometimes when you trade with it, even if it dies, you still take the vulnerable damage. Sometimes you don't. I really don't get when it works and when it doesn't. So, bit of a weird egg there, but is what it is. Veteran Legionary, Veteran Legionary. 2 Veteran Legionary, go face? What the heck are you doing, my brother? What is this? My brother in Christ. What are you doing?
May his hand guide my aim.
Surely then again it's Abaddon, so definitely not brother in Christ, but you guys get it. That's a Spondum. 100%. If there has ever been a time to use Spondum, it's this. Yeah. Did he really disconnect? Come on, please don't. Well. That's unfortunate. Maybe got some internet issues. Or maybe he just got angry. Who knows? Okay, so what did we do? We won 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we lost 1. I think that is actually pretty good. Well, we got close to 3,000. That is really awesome. So guys, there's that. There's the Junith Eruita guide from me. Please leave a comment and tell me what you think. And Ecclesiarch out.